Another day, another dollar. What up, homies of the interwebs? This is Lugnuts.Guapo, and thank you for joining me on this adventure or channel or whatever. It's a little chilly this morning, and it's in the 40s, which to some it might not be chilly. And here in Texas, it's probably too cold. Personally, it's not. I don't think it's that big of a deal. It is slightly chilly, but I will say it's probably chilly enough to where if you're in the highway, these babies right here are gonna freeze. Definitely not a very pleasant experience, especially if you don't have like thick gloves to ride with, you know, or heated gloves, or you know, the kinds of gloves that protect these babies from getting too cold. So I ordered some hand guards, which I mentioned in another episode, and they arrived before they said they would, and I'm really excited. And the reason why is not only do I get to install something on my bike that protects my hands. I mean, it's a new parts is always exciting, no matter what you're working on. And the other thing is this: these I didn't realize this till after I ordered them. They were coming from China, which hints a cheap price. A very cheap price that I got them from. So they were about $34. I will put the link in the description below. I bought them from Amazon, not surprisingly. Alright, that lady's definitely on her phone. I'm gonna get out of the way. Woo! Anywho, so yeah, hand guards on Amazon at $34.99, free shipping. I thought it was a pretty good deal. I got them yesterday, and it was raining. As you can see, there's still some clouds left over, but it rained a lot yesterday, so I didn't ride. And here's the thing about riding in the rain: I don't mind it. I do mind, however, doing it around traffic, and more specifically traffic in Dallas. The first year that I lived here, I totaled one bike and I got rear-ended twice, and none of those accidents were my fault. And it was so irritating. I can't even imagine riding in the rain around this many cars with this many people, most of them being on their phone while they're driving. So that's the reason why I don't do it. So I didn't get to install these babies yesterday. Plus I don't think I would have had time anyways, because it's just been a really busy week trying to get all these episodes done, at least a couple in advance. For Shop Talk, it's going to be on Maverick Harley Davidson's channel. If you haven't already, after this video, go ahead and subscribe to their channel. Really good stuff sometimes. I mean anywho, if you haven't already subscribed, comment below what you think about hand guards. But yeah, it's just been a really busy week, and just trying to get all that stuff wrapped up so I can be ahead of schedule. That way, you know, things happen, so I don't get to do as many editing as I need to, or as much recording as I want to. And it just, you know, it's just what it is. So, but anywho, I'm very excited to put these hand guards. I can already tell you, just riding right now in 40-degree weather, my hands are, I mean, I'm not suffering by any stretch of the imagination. These gloves are actually not very thick, so kind of figured it would be a little chilly riding in this weather, and my fingers are feeling it. But again, not a big deal. It's not that cold. Definitely once it gets like in the high 20s, low 30s, you feel it. Definitely feel it a lot more. But yeah, there's a day that I rode in sub 30 weather, and my fingers were feeling it, and that was with like thick gloves. I was like, I need to get something to deflect the wind. And what made me think of that is these wonderful soft blowers. Wow, do they make a difference. Huge difference. I mean, it's ridiculous. Again, it's 40 degrees right now. I'm barely wearing any socks and wearing these Vans canvas shoes. Definitely not optimal for weather like, you know, this or just colder than this, especially when you're riding. Because when I had my Dyna, man, when my feet get so cold, I would just wear boots instead and just double layer on the socks. Now I'm just wearing just one pair of socks and canvas shoes, and my feet are just peachy. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Anywho, so now I got these hand guards. Now I'm gonna install them. It should be pretty straightforward, I hope. But there's a little disclaimer here, is that those hand guards are meant for 2007 and later models. So this is a 06. I'm really curious to see what the difference is. I'm not really sure what it is. So there might be some modifications needed. I hope not. But I'll let you know. Again, this is a 2006 electric line that I have right now. And yeah, if you're curious and you need some hand guards for cheap, and you don't care about waiting a little longer, these are a good option. They're actually made out of metal, so they're not your plastic ones. I know Memphis Shade sells some pretty dope ones, but I mean, even my cost was more than I was willing to pay, just because right now cash is scarce. So I just needed something, because it's, I mean, it's still January, so it's gonna be cold for like a month or two more, and it's just something that I just don't want to think about when I get up in the morning. It's like, oh man, my hands are gonna freeze today. So plus, you know, for the future, it'd just be good to have engine guards. I mean, not engine guards, hand guards. So anywho, I'm gonna catch up with you guys once I get to the shop, and gonna listen to some cool music. So I'll catch you all in a bit. Pow! Alright, so got these hand guards, as I was talking about earlier, right here, metal, real nice. They're supposed to fit a 07 and later, and again mine is an 06. Should be pretty simple and straightforward. Just take the mirrors off and bolt these things on, so we'll see how different it really is. So now that we've removed the mirrors, let's grab one of the hand guards and see if it fits. So the one on the left went in real easy. I mean, kind of expected it to. I didn't see why it would have any issues, but so, and I guess you can adjust it either way if you want it further away, you know, like that, or closer to you. I guess that's really up to you. And all I have to do is tighten it up, and then that one's done. So let's try the one on the right side. The only thing that I can foresee going wrong is, really it's not that big of a deal, but see how close that is? So I don't know if I'm gonna have to like trim down the tab or not. So hopefully I won't have to. I guess that's really the only concern that I have, just by looking at it, but I guess we'll find out. So as it turns out, it fits just fine. Super easy install. If anything, I had to add like a little spacer on the right side. There's a little bit of a gap there. So other than that, it's pretty straightforward. For $34 or $35, I guess. There's $34.99. I don't know. Anywho, $35. That's super cheap. At first, I really wanted some Memphis shades, but I think they're like over $90, and my cost was still pretty high up there. So if you're looking for something on a budget and you have a touring bike, I know at least an 06 and later will that will definitely work. So I don't see why it wouldn't work on anything else. It's really easy fit. The tabs that I was a little bit concerned about, I didn't actually look at the tabs up closely, but they are rounded off, so it really, there's nothing I had to do other than take the mirror on, put the slide the hand guard on there, and then just bolt it down. That was it. So yeah, that's pretty easy. So I guess I'm gonna be riding a little sooner than I thought I was. Exciting. So as you see, plenty of space, plenty of clearance right here. And again, this is probably see the little spacer on the bottom, and then on the top, and on the left side it was pretty straightforward, and there's not much to it. Just a little washer that was already with the bike. Again, plenty of clearance right there. So, and again, you pretty much can adjust it however you want if you're wearing thicker gloves or whatever the case may be. But the whole idea behind this is be able to use just about any type of glove and see how much of a difference it really makes. So I'm gonna go ride here in a little bit and test it out. I'm pretty stoked about it. So yeah, see you in a second. I'm doing about 65 miles an hour, and with these beautiful hand guards, Amazon specials. And so far, I do notice quite a bit of difference. I left enough of a gap in there to where they're still kind of like close to my hands to deflect wind, and far enough to where, if I wear thicker gloves, I won't have a hard time sticking my hand right in there. Ooh, mama, what happened over here? Oh! Well, someone just lost a Corvette. That's what that is. That's gonna suck, because that's kind of my route back. I hope it's cleared up by the time I get back. Wow. There's a lot going on today. Jeez. On a Saturday. I think the temperature might have dropped a little. It's definitely a little chillier than it was earlier today. Woo. So I can definitely feel the wind being deflected off of those hand guards. I feel it definitely on the top of my wrist, like right around this area. So it's definitely doing something. And my knuckles don't feel extremely cold. So I guess maybe on my ride back, once I've been riding for a while, I'll give you a feedback of how things are going. So I'm just gonna listen to some music and jam today, son, because it's Saturday and I get to ride. Heck yes. Catch you in a second. Alright, so rode for about, 30-45 minutes, just kind of chilling. As you can see, I changed gloves. That doesn't mean that these hand guards don't work at all. They actually did make quite a bit of difference, because usually it only takes about 5 minutes before my hands are just, really start aching. But with these hand guards, I went the whole 30-45 minute ride and really didn't have much of an issue. My hands did get, it is cold. It's like 30 degrees right now. So my hands they did get cold. And again, those gloves are super thin. But when I rode this morning, there's a reason why I rode with those gloves. I wanted to see how much of a difference it would make. And I know the second I left home, I was like, man, my hands are getting cold immediately. And with these hand guards, they definitely did a good job deflecting the wind. It definitely feels, you don't feel the wind hitting directly on your knuckles. So it's actually, it did make a difference, but then again, it's still cold outside. So I'm actually very happy with my purchase. So we'll see. For $34, I can't see these things breaking because they're metal. So if they do break, I'll keep you posted. But as of right now, man, $35 well spent, I'll tell you that. If you like what you saw, if you want to see more of it, or check out the other videos I have as well. And if you like what you saw, go ahead and subscribe right now and turn that notification bell on. Comment below, give me that thumbs up, and yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. But these hand guards are absolutely awesome for the price, and I'll put the link again. I'll put the link below. That way, if you want to get a pair for yourself, there you go. You can get it yourself. So, hope you're all having an awesome week. And I guess I'll catch you all on the next one. So, later. Pow!